Hello, myself Prashant Singh Gurjar, and right now I'm pursuing my graduation BSc Chemistry Honours from Krodimal College of Delhi University. So today we are going to perform an experiment whose aim is to carry out the photo reduction of benzophenone to benzophenol in the presence of sunlight. So the green chemistry principles which are shown in the experiment are as follows. First one is the solar energy, which is used as a source of catalyzing the reaction. The second one is the solvent, which is derived from the natural source, will have a minimal impact on the environment. And the third one is the propanol that we have used in this reaction is the economical cheaper solvent. So now let us look at the materials that are required to perform the experiment are the test tube, cork stopper, paraffin, heavy wall suction, filtering flask, funnel, filter paper, melting point apparatus, etc. Now let us look at the chemicals that we also require are benzophenone, benzophenol, 2-propanol, methylene chloride and petroleum ether. Now let us look at some of the topics that are related to the experiment are photoreduction is the chemical reduction under the influence of radiant energy. Photoreduction plays a key role in many chemical reactions and in biological systems, and it's one of the reactions studied most frequently by time-resolved spectroscopic methods. The photoreduction involves the transfer of hydrogen atom from the ground state of a molecule to a photoexcited molecule. Green chemistry is the approach to the synthesis processing and use of chemicals that reduces the risk to the humans and the environment. This experiment is the study of the photoreduction of benzophenone in 2-propanol. Hydrogen abstraction by photoexcited benzophenone from 2-propanol yield benzophenol and acetone as a stable product. Benzophenol can be easily isolated from the reaction mixture and characterized using common analytical techniques. A synthesis of benzophenol from benzophenone is carried out using alcohol that are 2-propanol and ethanol. This is free radical reactions and reduction of benzophenone occurred by sunlight via UV radiation. Benzophenol is a catalyst for the formation of unsaturated polyesters. As noted here, upon photoexcitation, benzophenone efficiently forms its N double bond pi plus triplet state, and it is this species that is responsible for the intermolecular hydrogen abstraction reaction of photoexcited benzophenone from 2-propanol. In the preparation of benzophenol, the relevant reactions which occur after photoexcitations are as follows. Hydrogen abstraction from the isopropanol by the N to the pi bond triplet state for benzophenone to yield the diphenylketyl and dimethylketyl radiation. The second one is the radical transfer from the dimethylketyl radical to benzophenone to yield acetone and another dimethylketyl radiation. And the third one is the dimerization of diphenylketyl radicals to yield benzophenol as that is shown in the picture. So now let us look at the procedure that we have to follow to perform the reaction. First we have to prepare a solution of benzophenone that is 0.817 gram and then 2-propanol that is 8 ml or 1.104 mole and glacial acetic acid 1 drop in a test tube in order to achieve complete dissolution, gentle heating in a water bath. Second, we will tightly stopper the round bottom flask using either a cork which is then wrapped in a paraffin or a rubber stopper which has been wrapped in a AI foil. Then we will place the round bottom flask in the sunlight for 1 day, and after that we will eradicate and cool the first tube in an ice bath to precipitate more of the solid and collect the solid of suction filter and wash with 1 ml of cold 2-propanol. Allow the solid to air dry, weigh the solid and determine the percentage yield for the reaction, and then after we will take the melting point. At last we will weigh the remaining amount of solid and recrystallize by dissolving in a minimum amount of methylene chloride and adding petroleum ether until the solution becomes cloudy. Allow the solution to cool to room temperature, then cool it in an ice bath, collect the solid and weigh it. Finally we will get the results, and in which we will get clear crystals and the yield percentage. So while performing any experiment we must take some of the precautions, and in this experiment we will always have to wear the safety glasses and use gloves during performing experiment. Unnecessary exposure to light should be avoided, but no effort should be made to exclude light completely. We should take care of that. Only gentle heating must be done in a water bath, and take carefully the exact melting point of the solid. So for today it's it, and thank you.